Hey there. I cannot connect to Twitch. Also, my power's been going on and off today, so we'll see if the battery I have can hold and keep us streaming. Chris, if you're able to, I'm sorry to immediately get on you like this, but if you could do me a favor, what's happening on Twitch? Do we look live? Like, what is the story? I think the constant power outages have caused Twitch to freak out. I think we're live on Twitch, even though Rumble Studio is saying that we're not. I'll check. I really appreciate that, Chris. Because I'm having quite a morning now because of this all. Okay. Let me size everything up here. Okay. Let me hit him with mornings right now. Make sure the chat at least is working. Have some of that. 1 out of 4 mornings succeeded. That is a confirmed morning. Right there. Yes, you're live here. You say that. Do you hear me talking? I read your message instantly. What is the delay like? How long to you did it sound like until you heard me read your chat message? Because I instantly read it. So what are we talking about in terms of delay? What do you think the delay is like? Because again, I run my whole program here, OBS Rumble Studio, is saying that we're not live on Twitch. So this is a very strange situation that it clearly is bugged out, which is fine if it's working, but it's showing me I'm not. Like directly it says I'm not streaming to Twitch right now. So if I am, then I just need to check everything's looking copacetic. I think that's the wrong word. Yes, I hear you. I'm not sure about the delay. Okay. How long did it take from the time you clicked enter on that chat message for me to just read your message? That's the question. So I read your message pretty instantaneously. So what in terms of the delay I want you to think about is how many seconds do you think it was until I read your message off just now? What's this? Oh, H, hello. Chris, sorry, I missed your test, but 7 to 10 seconds on Rumble, that's fine. About 9 seconds, says Chris. Okay, by the way, I have a delay added to just the on-screen chat. So if you said 9 seconds until your message appeared on the on-screen chat, that actually doesn't mean there's a 9-second delay. It means it's more like a 6-second delay or a 5-second delay. It's just that I set a delay on the on-screen chat in case anyone, like, I don't know, doxes me. And they put my docs in the chat, and so before the multi-chat would it would show that on screen, my bot can delete that message, and that's why it's delayed. But thank you for the info, H. H, how are you today? And Chris, my friend, thank you so much for testing all that and checking it out for me and finding that info. I'm very appreciative to you as always. You're a good friend. How are you today, Chris? And H, how are you? How are the two of you? Open the view count. Open the stream here. Boom, bomb, bing. Make sure that's not giving you double sound. Make sure that your sound is good. I'm doing it. I was hoping that I didn't miss this speed run. We've been mainly just preparing for the speed run, not actually doing it yet. Age, wait, were you here yesterday, Age? Did you see what we learned on stream yesterday? We learned 2 pretty cool things. Chris says I'm doing good, just chilling. You see, I love to hear that. I love to hear that you're chilling like a villain. That's my man's right there. H, were you here yesterday? My memory is very bad, so I'm not somebody who would know. My memory is famously very bad, in fact. Fantastic. No, I wasn't online yesterday. Okay, H, then let me show you some cool things that we learned yesterday. I'm almost done setting up the stream. And when I finish, I would love to show you some of the very cool things we learned yesterday. One of which I created because other people's way of doing it was inconsistent. And so I found a consistent way to do it that is maybe worse because for sure other people are better than me. And so I should be doing it their way. But I'll show it off in a moment. We're fixing everything, setting up for stream. That's basically what's going on right now. If you are in the Discord, you would know that we had been without power all day. And so that is why we are so late and we'll only be streaming for a small amount of time. Hopefully the power does not go out again. That would suck. But we're going to stream as long as we have power, that's for sure. I need to fix this. I'd say we'll be in the game in 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes tops. Okay, and then I go Firefox, counter, and I go, where's Rumble? Where did Rumble go? There, I put that there. And that is good. Fantastic. No one was online yesterday. Very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Okay. All right. All that remains, folks. The chats are working. Everything is working, even though, again, OBS and Rumble Studio both say I'm not streaming to Twitch. I am, apparently, so I guess we're just going to do our ping and then get going. Did you ever get your heat back, or are you still needing the portable heaters to stay warm? Okay, that's so funny you said that. I'm going to address that exact thing after I send the ping out. Let's send this ping out. At EverEon. Live and alive, power keeps going out, so catch me while you can before it goes out again. More boss practice, DS3, amazing fun time, come now live. There, I kept that short because we need to get going because we are quite late. So, in terms of the heat situation, no, I don't have heat. Today, so the power went out, right? The power kept going out. We finally figured out why. Because we realized something. It was only my house going out. So I was like, wait a minute. Why is my house losing power but no other houses? It turns out, because we're using electric heaters, they overloaded the electric meter. And it just safety shut off to keep itself from basically melting. And so we don't have heat in my house. It's sub-zero, basically. And we have to use electric heaters. But the electric heaters are also too much and cause the power outages in my house. So now we have some electric heat, but we're basically freezing today for the time being. So and it is what it is today. All right, let me close out here. And let's just get going. Because who knows, the power will go out again. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, video games. Hey, what's that? That's a video game right there. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned video game? I wonder if I can put on game capture here. Let's see. It'll take it a moment to recognize what I'm doing. It goes black screen, and then if it works, it picks up on what I'm doing here. I'll do mod practice. Let's see, folks. Let's see. I'll give it... It takes a little bit, so I'll give it like another... How long, maybe? You know what I'm going to do also? I am going to... Properties... Capture foreground, full screen, capture specific window. Sure, I'll just pick the window here. There you go. We'll just force it to work. That's really not too hard. Can anyone type anything in the chat? Just one thing for me, I would appreciate it. Just so I can make sure that my game capture setup is working. Pretty please. Your boy would appreciate it. That's for sure. Just type one little thing in the chat for your boy. Make sure that it's working. All right. Thank you, H. Perfect. Let's see if it appears. It does. Okay. H. All right. And anything. Thank you, Chris and H. All right. So who wants to see what we spent all of last stream learning? Reset first encounter. Single boss. Abyss Watchers. Here we go. H, check out this that we learned. We're not the first to ever do this, but we did figure out how to do it consistently. Hey, 9, that's the view count. Remember, folks, yesterday the view counter broke, so let me know if it breaks today. All right, H, are you watching? Once you confirm that you're watching, I'll start. So here's what I'm doing. This is the Abyss Watchers. There are bricks on the wall, as you can see on the bottom, a little panel of bricks. We got a tiny little brick in the corner. We got a little bigger brick. Then we got a very long brick. Look at that. Look at that. That's a giant brick right there. That's the third brick. And then the fourth brick is about half the size of the third brick. Here's what we do. We run over to the wall. Boom. Okay. We want to be parallel to the wall. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our foot is now on brick number 4. Notice how our toe is just... Big toe is on brick number 5, but that's all we want. Only big toe. Now, what do? You get about chest level, and you press in your right stick. That causes you to center the camera. Then you just tap it slightly to get him to be just a little bit, so he's facing straight directly. You want to be directly straight ahead. All right? Now, for this to work, you need a straight sword. So we'll use the short sword because you pick it up at the start of your runs, always. Not only that, you want to be light load, so just only hold that straight sword. And then here we go. 3 R1s. Your second R1 will bonk on the wall. Then a charged R2, and then we quit out. Watch. 1, 2, 3, and charged R2. I went a little bit left. We might have failed there. And then... Get ready to quit out. Boom. And if we did that right, when we load back in, we should be inside of the fog wall. Or literally stuck in the fog wall or beyond it. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. So now you'll notice something. Look, we are stuck in the fog wall. I can't go out. I can't go back. But what do we have there? I see an enemy. So I was basically, like I said, I went a little too far left there. I was just a hair off, which caused me to get stuck in the fog wall. That's okay. Because all you have to do is you just, roll out. You want to roll leftwardly. I don't know where that word I just made up was. But you're just rolling. You're just rolling to the left. And you just hit that corner. And you will get through eventually. There's a consistent setup. Like I said, I was a hair off, which caused this. But that's okay. It'll fix itself. But speaking of fixing itself, I am ready for another day. And so I'm just going to go over what my plans are while we're chilling out. My plans are for the day just to straight up practice bosses, not skips, not glitches, like a real boss practice, folks. Like a real practice. I need to practice Pontiff. We got it at the end of last stream. Boom! You still here? Take a look at that. Hey, what's up, bud? How you been? Look at this guy. Look how nice he is after you do what I just did. Goodbye. And what about phase 2, you ask? Oh, well, I'm glad you did. And again, boom. Bing, bong, boom, bam. And just like that, folks, look at this man. Hey, I'm a victor. What do you think? Have you seen that before, H? So we got that 100% consistent. If you fail that, you never get to try it again. If you fail that glitch, you can't redo it. You have to fight them normally. So the run is dead. Let's try another one. How about Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods? I've never seen that. Well, there you go. Let's show you another one that I think I can do off memory if we're doing it right. Let's see, folks. All right, so this is Anorlanda. The Devourer of Gods is here. Now, look on the ground, folks. You're going to notice, look at the tip of my left sword. It's hovering over a tile. You're going to notice this tile on the ground, the one I'm standing on right now, this one, it's elevated. It's higher than all of the rest of the tiles. Do you see that? It's kind of sticking out. You see that tile? So what you want to do is you want to get your left heel to be right over the edge of it. And you want to be just kind of half. You see how I'm like just right over the edge. You see how I'm like kind of halfway, but I'm just a little bit more. You see that? Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong too. I'm having a moment, chat. I want to be facing this, and then you want to be just to the right of half, the center of the bottom of this. Now this is more forgiving, because if you fail, you can try again. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Boom. All right. So, what do you think? I think that's good. We'll try this. I haven't tried it today at all. You watching? Is everyone ready for this? What do you think? Let me ask the chat's opinion here. Does it look like my left heel is just slightly to the right of center towards the bottom of the raised tile? Is my lineup good? What do we think? Does it look like how I'm describing? Does that look right? Like where it's just a little bit. What do we all think in the chat? How does it look? Does it look good? Also, comment in the chat if you've seen what I'm about to do before. So this is Aldrich. Let's try it. Let's see. So first, we're going to traverse the fog. And now we are spamming backstep. Backstep, 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 backstep. Looks good. Seems to be as you described. Thank you, too. All right, Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods. He's very scary, but wait a minute. Have you noticed something, folks? He's sleeping. Hey, bud. You just taking a little nap there? Bam! Boom! Bing! You see that? You ever seen that before, Abe? So we just AI broke him. It's a very... It has to do with that one tile being just elevated. So when you enter and then you backstep, so he just never notices you've entered the arena. It's like you perfectly go over his activation. Oh, he's dead already. Whoopsies. Sorry, friend. And that's how you do Aldrich AI break. And so that's what we learned yesterday. Yesterday we learned how to break Aldrich's AI for the speed run and also the Watchers. Pretty cool, I'd say. Also, to be honest with you, I'm happy. That first try just now on both of those shows you that I learned it. I got them both down. I'm not going to need to like look at a guide in the middle of the speed run, which is good. How do you know how long to backstep? You only need to backstep once, really. But you just spam backstep into the corner, look away from him for an instant. So it's literally just, you know, you enter and then you immediately go like this, turn the corner around so that you're not looking at him, and then you're good to go. I just did it extra because I wanted to be safe. That was all. But really, it should be as, you know, simple as enter fog, just enter fog, backstep, and kill him. He's frozen. That's how it is perfectly, but I did see him wake up one time. That's why I'm a little extra cautious. Let's reset first boss encounter behavior. Now, we have Pontiff Sylvain. Let's take a look at Pontiff, Soul of Cinder, and Dancer. That's who we are messing with today. Let's check it out. That's great. I'll definitely try those. As you can see, extremely consistent. Extremely consistent. Let's put on a parry shield, huh? Little parry action. Check this out. Now, don't even try to lock onto him until you're already fighting. It is just not going to happen. Get some resin on there. And immediately when he jumps at you, boom. Like that. And then two-hand. I messed up. That was weird. I messed up there. I was supposed to get a second parry. This is what we're practicing, folks. I needed to parry him again, but I need to hit the triangle button to swap my weapons. I have to unlearn basically Dark Souls 2 and 1 on how to do this. That's what's causing me to go astray. Let's turn the headphones on so we can also hear the boss. And so try again. This time should be better. Hello. And when he jumps at you, you see how forgiving that is? Just the second he's lunging towards you. Then you're gonna press triangle. 1, 2. There we go. And he's dead. Boom! As you can see, I kind of missed a couple hits there, but look how clean that is. Tell me that isn't the cleanest thing you've ever seen. That's clean, bro. But basically, the practice to do against Pontiff is parry practice. And my issue is that I'm constantly doing the following. I hit the left button for some reason when I need to just be like that. Let's try again. I think we might have Pontiff down, folks. Just maybe. In which case, it's just Dancer and Soul of Cinder left. God help us. We haven't even tried Soul. Okay. Here, bud. Now I'm coming. Pale Pine up. And wait for his jump. Parry. You see how that? It's so forgiving the time. A triangle right here. 1, 2. Parry. You see that? And he's dead. Hit triangle. And boom, 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 boom. Boom. Time. That is a world record time right there. That is how you kill him as fast as possible in the speedrun. You gotta admit, folks, that was a clean kill. Who saw that? Who liked that? Tell me, somebody in the chat reaffirm that that was clean. You gotta admit that was clean, right? Listen, I struggled with him a lot yesterday. So the fact that we are now that clean on him, I need one person in the chat to agree with me that that was clean, then I can stop fighting him, all right? Clean? Okay, then let's go do Dancer, Soul of Cinder, which is not going to be clean. That was nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, yeah, I think we're good on him, honestly. I am not at all good against, for Dancer or... I don't even know the Soul of Cinder fight at all. It's been 7 years since I've seen Soul of Cinder. I'm not even joking. Let's, you know what? Let's look at him. I have not looked at Soul of Cinder once in so many years. Let's go try him out. I straight up have not looked at him in 7 years. This is my first time. Dude, the end of Dark Souls 3 is just so incredible. It is so incredible. The story of this game is just immaculate. Okay. Again, it's been 7 years since I've seen this, so you're gonna have to excuse me. Can you parry him? Well, I don't know what happened there, to be honest. I missed one parry. No, did I? What? I don't know what happened. It kind of like ate my parry. That was very strange. Come on, bud. You really cannot lock on from far away in this game. Okay. He does a lot of delay, chat. Come on. I need to learn his parry timings. We missed. I absolutely need to learn his parry timings. Because there's no doubt I can parry him, surely, right? What are we doing? Okay, that wasn't a parry. You heard the cling of my shield. His sword hit my shield, made a noise. So can you not parry him? Surely you can. Is it just super precise or something? It is precise, clearly. If you can parry him, it is precise. I've never parried him before in my life, and this is the first time I'm seeing him in 7 years. All right, man. Really? I was stuck. Was I out of stam? I was out of stam, yeah. Failing 2 parries, just your stamina bar's gone. It's over. Who here has good Soul of Cinder experience? Incredible boss right here. Thematically, design-wise. Come on. Not one parry so far, chat. I'm starting to get concerned. Does anyone in the chat know, can you parry Soul of Cinder? Also, Chris, are you still there by chance? Really? This would not let me dodge. You there, Chris, by chance? Hold on. I cannot tell what is happening. Oh, Bro, I thought YouTube was broken. It's not. For some reason, I have YouTube on 0.25 speed on my mirror. And so I was just very confused. That's hilarious. Anyone there who can tell me if you can parry this guy? If I don't get a 1 parry in like the next couple. Okay, that was bad. I'm gonna Google it. And you know what I'll do? I'll Google parry only. I'll see, because definitely people always love parry onlys. This is what it takes, folks. This is how you get good. Gosh, I love this guy. No, maybe that's not parryable. Okay. Google time. Also, the best music of any boss probably ever in any video game, period. The way it changes as you fight, just incredible. Groundbreaking. Can you parry Soul of Cinder? No, you cannot parry the Soul of Cinder in DS3 despite its varied moveset and similar to Gwyn? Okay, hold on one second. I've tried. No. Gwyn learned his lesson from the first time in Dark Souls. He's not putting up with that again. That's funny. I'm reading a thread. He can parry you. You cannot parry him. You can look at all the parryable, repostable, and backstabbable bosses in the wiki. Okay, well, I guess, okay, none of those attempts counted then, chat. Because I was fighting against him thinking I could parry him. The answer is you cannot. All right. Do it. This is attempt number 1, chat. The other attempts did not count because I didn't know you couldn't parry him. And they were just parry-only attempts. I'm afraid of his follow-ups. Haven't seen any of those yet. Got greedy? Staggered, nice. Tough. He is an incredibly well-designed boss, ladies and gentlemen. And what that means is we should be able to learn him. A bad boss is the kind of boss which will just kill you without, you know, logic or reason sometimes, randomly, RNG. You know, like, a good boss is the boss that you can get 100% kills against when you're good enough because it is just that well designed. Perfect counterplay. I like that he just waits there for me so I can enter the fog wall and I can, like, fix all my cables, which I'm tied in. They're all around me, chat. It's driving me a little batty. It is wild you cannot parry him. Kinda hard to believe. Because all of his attacks would be parryable on anyone else, for sure. He even does attacks that are Gwyn's attacks that are specifically parryable. Ooh, he went around the back there. I believe that's the curved sword phase, which, if I remember, he can parry you with that. Whew. I wonder if there's a script for him, or if it is just get good. I'm not... Honestly, I should be learning Dancer, not him. Because if my run, and you know, I get stuck on him at the end, it's not the biggest deal, because he's the last boss. So it's okay, because, you know, there's no freak out. Because we know whenever we do get him killed, the run is over. The issue is when you get stuck in a boss in the middle of the run and it's like, okay, well, what else is gonna happen, you know? That's the nightmare. Just de-rust on him a little bit. I don't need to get perfect on him, but I just need to de-rust. I'm such a parry Andy that not having the ability to parry kind of destroys me. Okay, so I can always get in a hit. He's kind of like Radagon in a way. He does do the, what do you call it? The aura walk. Out of stam. Okay. Learning his moves. It's funny, this weapon is so overpowered, yet the Ash of War on it, or whatever it's called, the skill is just so lame. I mean, it's just spinning slash, but it's like the lamest version of that. Anyone who's beaten this guy recently, I'd love some tips or advice. I don't remember. This is a boss definitely I got good at many years ago, though. So I have basically zero recollection. I was a different human being when I last fought this guy. He's got more range than you'd think. He's a big man. I mean, he's supposed to be you, right? He's you from Dark Souls 1 and 2. That's why he's the perfect end. Because he is all of the games you've beaten so far. So he's the perfect end to a speedrun marathon is Soul of Cinder. The more I think about it, though, the more I think that I should just be doing Dancer. We'll give him a few more tries, and then I think Dancer is the one we really need to focus on. I might watch a video chat on how to Dancer. You'd think, as a Nightreign expert, It'd be easy for me to dance her. This guy, obviously him and Artorias are very different bosses, but they kind of feel the same in like how they'd fit in Nightreign to me. I mean, let's see, who are the final bosses of all the games? You have Gwyn, Nishandra, maybe Throne Watchers as well, but they're a weak side. Aldia, you could maybe say. Again, any of those bosses you could call the end bosses. Soul of Cinder, Gale. Ivory King also for doing DLC. Manus. First time seeing this. Who else was it? I mean, in Elden Ring, it's Radagon, Elden Beast. And so Nightreign didn't put any final bosses in, I guess, when you think about it, which is kind of wild. This was the worry with Nightreign, that they would want to keep some bosses like almost sacred, so they didn't include them. Even though they were the best bosses for Nightreign. Sorry for hearing me crack my knuckles. Like Manus, like was designed in a laboratory to be a Nightreign boss, you know? Like Manus is an incredible Nightreign boss choice. Like he's fantastic. Like I'm trying to think of end bosses. Ivory King makes literally Ivory King by design. Ivory King is the best Nightreign boss that exists, in fact. He was designed in a lab because he has a pre-boss built into him in the real game. Gwyn is not. He's too easy. I got a text I gotta respond to. So that's hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Thinking something. Get the time. Trying to get people in my house who have been up all night long, right? The sun has been up for hours already. I'm trying to get people in my house haven't slept all night, and so I'm trying to, you know, manipulate them into going to sleep finally. They're trying to be helpful is why. Very good. Okay, now that's open. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Fine. There we go. Excellente. Take a sip of water here. It's so cool. It's like the end of time. Like, This game, they were so, like, perfectly prepared on what they wanted the DLC to be like and the story. Back up. It's all about stamina management here. Against an aggressive man like this. The moment you get caught out of stamina, you're dead. Okay, what is it? Oh, it's mage time. I don't like mage time. No. I don't know how to deal with mage time. Just stay up close to him, maybe? Why is that ball not attacking me? I can just hug him. Okay, chat, this is free. All right. Whoa! I haven't seen this in 7 years, chat, so you're gonna have to excuse me if I don't know what it is. Yeah, I haven't seen that in 7 years. That's the first time I've seen that in 7 years, folks, so you gotta give me a little bit of slack. All right. Love that guy. Let's go check out what Dancer's been up to. What do you say? Just dancing? Little boreal dancing, some would say. Hey, what? The game crashed. Little game crash situation, folks. I'm sorry about that. Where is it? Try to reopen that. Sorry, everyone. Game crashed. Nothing I can do about it. Interesting place to crash, too. We back? No harm, no foul. Hello? Reset. See what Dancer's up to, folks. First says, I just beat Renala in the Ghost Knight guide. The Ghost Knight. Now, Renala is obviously... Everyone knows Renala. But what are you talking about Ghost Knight? Who is the Ghost Knight? I know Renala only. Who are we talking about Ghost Knight? Are you... in Raya Lucaria? Raya Lucaria has Doggy, and then Renala as the bosses, and that's it. I really want to explore, but I know that it'll break something. No, Caria Manor? Oh, Loretta. You're talking about Ghost Loretta. Very nice. Yeah, because those are... Renala is far away, right? Renala is in the center of Liurnia versus Caria Manor's like top left. Very good. Good work, Cursed. Good work. Do it. All right. Now this is the lady. Yes, but thankfully did a lot of exploration. Good. That's what I want to hear. Elden Ring is about exploration, not bosses. Bosses are fun and cool, but exploration is what it's about. I like how it buffered that roll, and so after I got hit, it rolled me. Also, I'm supposed to be lightning greased, but that's whatever. Who cares? Here comes the dance, folks. Hey, we spaced it. Let's get out of the corner. We couldn't beat her once yesterday, by the way. Oh, that was a good attempt, though. Yes, but thankfully they did a lot of exploration. I already read that. So, for those who are just getting in here, we have 15 people now. Also, if the on-screen view counter does not say 15, let me know. 14 now. That means it's broken. Today is all about practicing bosses. Specifically, practicing this boss is really the main thing. This and Soul Cinder. After we finish practicing this boss, then it is time we can actually do a run. Because at this point, we are... I thought she was phasing. That sucks, bro. I think I outspaced it, I think. Hold on, chat. Oh, come on. I panic rolled there. That's my bad. We're not doing too bad, though. We're more in the zone than we were yesterday. I might have to BRB for a hot minute. So for those who are wondering, we are very late to stream because the power was going on and off over and over again. We spoke about it a bit on the start of stream. Yep. You heard me say yep. That was the sound of me knowing I was getting hit. Ah, follow up. He is so good at chaining a follow up, like delaying her chain attack. You know, like giving you a second to think, oh, the attack is over, and then countering. But that's what this boss is all about. It's all about delays. Hey, Adam, you missed it. We've become the GOAT of Pontiff Sullivan. We parried him to death like 3 times today. How are you today, Adam? Okay. Oh! That was a little magnet situation. You doing well, Adam? We were just talking about, folks, how the power was going off and on all day and all sorts of issues like that. That is why we are so many hours late. That is why today's stream is... This boss apparently was designed with a weird time signature that isn't used in music. Well, that's not really true. For example, I'm a huge fan of Tool. They use this time signature all the time. But I do know what you're talking about. She uses 4-4, then 5-4. And I think she uses 5-3 as well. In terms of, like, how you have to learn to dodge her. And people will always say that thing, but it's, like, literally the music I listen to. It's just pop music is 4-4 only. That's it. You know? I don't really listen to pop music, so, you know, it doesn't, like... But it is true on another side. Well, that might be like maybe whatever nonsensical comment about her. When it comes to other bosses, that puts into context because they're 4-4, you can do like, you can sing a pop song in your head in order to fight them. To get their dodge timings right. Like, if you wanna be my love, like what is it, the timing that you use to do CPR. You can go, ha, 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 staying alive. You know, you can do that. You can do that. If you sing that to yourself while fighting a boss, you can get all the dodges right. I was about to go into more detail, but then I just figured I could keep my chat message concise. Yeah. I know a lot of stuff like that. Not to, you know, because I'm a nerd. Not to say you're, okay. Not to say you're a nerd for knowing that. It's just, I am a FromSoft fanboy to the end, that's for sure. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Adam. But what I was just saying, we got 18 people here now. In bad timing, almost. I might have to go do something for like 20 minutes. Because like I said, the power was going out. Constantly. Over and over. Okay, so that fire lasts a lot longer than you think. Okay, she keeps catching me. That's wild. Chat, for the flow of my stream, this is a horrible time for me to do this, but I have to be arguing. because I'm afraid my power is going to go out again. So for those who weren't here at the start of stream, what happened was power was going out over and over again. That's why we were so late. And we realized the reason, the power company was like, no, the reason that your power is going out is it's your house. Like, it's because of how your power draw is like overloading. I was watching this one guy, and his B-Right back screen is just his 3D printer running. You should do that, but with boiling water since you cook stuff. That's cool. Cool ideas. I like that. We certainly will upgrade this stream eventually a lot. We'll have cool little things. Definitely, your B-Right back screen should be like something to grip the attention of your viewers and keep them there, you know? Usually what people do for their B-Right backs, that's the most effective, is VODs. You know, basically like best of moments. That's what you want to do. Best of moments. So once we edit a bunch of that we'll do that, of course. You know. Also, if you disconnect, you have it automatically go to best of moments, and viewer retention remains. Unfortunately, for now, viewer retention is going to plummet to 0 because we are going to leave for 20 minutes. There we go. So listen, everyone, I will be back in 20 minutes, 20 or less, maybe 10 to 20. I have to go unplug things in my house and reset breakers and quickly talk to the electric company. Might be 10 minutes, might be 20 minutes. Once we're back, we'll be back until the end of stream. Don't you worry one bit. I will be back though, and I will keep chat on my phone. Let me pull that up. Hold on. But so if you want to leave and come back in 20, I wouldn't mind it. All right, but just remember to come back, you know. See you when you get back. Thank you, H. Hold on, I'm just opening it on my phone here, so that way I can see messages. I'll go over and don't worry, I'll be here. Thank you, thank you. 19 people are gonna have to wait 20 minutes for me to come back. Loading it on my phone. Cloudflare is making me verify I'm a human. But stream muted, so I forgot about you. Well, listen, I take whatever I can get. That's all I'll say. Now there's 20 people here who all are gonna have to wait 20 minutes for me to come back. Again, I am making, basically I'm fixing stuff to make sure that the power doesn't go out again. Be back in 10 to 20 minutes. Fixing some things to make sure power doesn't go out during stream. Go. Dehumidifiers have big power draw, by the way. Good to know. I don't have any, but heaters was my issue. They had the huge power draw. That was the issue earlier. But anyway, be right back, folks. Alrighty. Oh, let me get some water. Oh, chat. Chatty chat. 23 people. I appreciate all of you who stuck around. The power should not go out again today, unless it does. Nobody can really know. But I did my best. Everything should be set. How long was I gone? I do not know. I think I was right. I think that was under 20. Let me slide off this coat. Grab myself a controller. Here it is. Put on a headphone. I'm currently trying to get the Dectus medallions. If you need any help, I'm here for you. Dectus medallions were part of my... Getting both of them were part of one of my speedrun routes. So getting them is my expertise. Okay. Sorry, chat. My controller is tied up with my headphones here. I don't know how that always happens. Makes no sense, to be honest. But there we go. Yes, please. Fort Faroth, Fort Height. That's the answer. Which one do you need? Did you get the Dectus at Fort Height in Limgrave? Have you gotten the Dectus in Caelid? Which one of those two are you missing? I'll tell you the fastest route to get to it. I am here to help, folks. That is what I am here for. Because there are very fast routes that people often don't know or forget to get both of them. I'm in the southeast part of Limgrave, getting the first one from the castle in Limgrave. Fantastic. That's an easy one. You just go to the bottom corner of the map, run to that castle, and you just run through the castle. You don't even need to fight an enemy. Run up the ladder, you get that one. Now, for the Fort Faroth one, if you don't have the grace there is a grace that brings, there is a teleporter. So the Third Church of America, that's where you got your wondrous flask, your physic flask. There is a teleporter right behind that church in the water. And at that teleporter, it'll take you to Dragonborough, and you will be like a 2.5 minutes ride from Fort Faroth from the other half of the Dectus. When you tell me if you can't find something, if you have a question, I'm here for you. And if you really need me to show you, I'll open up Elden Ring and show you. All right, folks. Do I? Yeah, let me shut off the one heater. We don't want the fuse to blow again. All right. There we go. The Warrior's Round Shield. Where are we? What are we doing? That's right. We are practicing Dancer of the Boreal Valley. The Borealis Valley. Dancer of the Borealis of the Freezing Frog of the Valley. Frog, not fog. My brain is cooked. Let's get in there. Again, for those wondering, today is a practice stream. We are practicing bosses. Specifically this one. And Soul of Cinder. Woo! Posty! One. Stamina. Tough. I just got the left one. Now where do I go for the second one? Fort Faroth. It is in a chest up the ladder. Have you finished Caelid? Have you been to Dragonborough first? If not, I'll just tell you how to get there. We got stuck on the wall. No, please help. Okay. Cursed. Have you... Okay, there's a giant mega-sized dragon in Caelid that you can kill. It's lying on the ground, and you can just attack it and get 50 or 70,000 runes. Have you seen that dragon before? Did you kill it for the runes? Yes or no? Boom. There you go. I was scared of the dragons? All right. Well, it's that grace. If you tried, then that is where it is. It's literally that grace next to the old dragon. So either if you don't have the grace, I'll tell you how to get it very quickly. If you do have the grace, I'll just show you where it is real quick. It is right here. Game? Game? Chat? We're having a little bug situation. Okay, my game is bugging out right now. As you can all see. Okay, you have it? So it's just that. It's literally just that. That little castle, Fort Faroth, next to the big old dragon, that is it. Just go in there, go up the ladder, and it's at the top. Now, there's more stuff in that castle as well. So don't, once you open the treasure chest, look around. You're going to find a place to... Hold on. I have to do the skip here because my game is bugging out. Look at that, chat. I like that. Little Celia skip for the boys. I wish Nibs was here so I could show it off. He was struggling with that the other day. Thank you for helping me. Happy too. There's more there, though. Not just... Nice, chat. It's not only that. There is more there. Can you get up here? Oh, you can. Look at that. Nice. It's easy to miss all the extra goodies there. There we go. Now the map is loading in. But folks, for those who don't know, you have Grail over here who's dead, so actually you can't see that. You have the Faroth Grace. Right? You go in here. And this is if you want to get to Altus fast. You run, run, run. You hit that. Oh, I hit the wrong button, chat, so I'm going to get poisoned because I'm used to Dark Souls. And then I'm going to show you there's a secret here which people will miss. And I'll let you see that secret. Because I'm such a pal. First, boom. Right here is where you get your Dexys medallion half. Next. All right. Cursed, I don't know if you're still here, but Cursed, you see down here? There's a whole area over here. You see that? I don't know if you're here, if he left immediately. But over here, so yes, so you have your chest. You're going to go over here. And then you don't want to drop into any of these holes except for the one all the way back. There's going to be some guys who come here. You drop down here. Be careful, the rats will one-shot you. And then there's a secret here. Boom. You jump over here. And here you'll find a secret. Down here. And boom. Right here will be a legendary item, folks. Legendary. You want to go, bro? Get out of here, dog. You gotta wake up pretty early, bro. Anyway, and that is basically everything you can find in Fort Faroth. Now let me just get my character back and we'll get back to Dark Souls 3, folks. Just get my character back where he's supposed to go. Which is, I like to have... This is my original file. This was the file I beat the game. The DLC, all bosses, everything. This was the first time I ever played Elden Ring. This was the file. And so I like to keep this guy over here by the Celia skip. So whenever I go into Elden Ring, I can do a quick Celia skip practice. You know? And I keep him right here. Close that out. Let's go back into Dark Souls 3, folks. Letting this close. We got to give it a moment. Let it power down. There we go. And now, a little Dark Souls 3 time, folks. We go... There you are. There he is. Boom. Little Dark Souls 3 moment. But yeah, anyone who ever needs help with Elden Ring or a Dark Souls game, you know, some of them I am more experienced than others, but I'm always here to help. The thing is, I might, you know, be untrained at the Dark Souls games, or I haven't played them in 7 years, in terms of, like, fighting bosses. But if we're talking about knowledge of, like, where stuff is, your boy knows. And then Elden Ring, that's my jam. But, you know, if anyone ever has a question, I'm here to help. So, folks, we are practicing bosses for the speed run that we have to fight. Okay, you're just gonna let me do this? Okay, chat is... She's just letting me attack? She's being extremely passive. And that got me killed. Oh, no. Nice. Woo-wee! She is not giving me a moment to heal, folks. She went from being really easy to every time I tried to heal, she was on me. That was a very strange fight. That is not how that fight usually goes. Usually it goes worse. I like a boss that I can instantly lock onto. You know? I'm a big fan of being able to instantly lock onto a boss. Okay, so if I just hug left, is she more passive? We're learning this boss, so... Ow. I'm usually a right side kind of guy, but I guess left is maybe the wave. I misread that. We have not... Well, I mean, see... It's like I've been near Nightreign a million times, but... In normal base game, we have not faced against her in so long. Here comes the dance. Chat, she didn't do the dance, he says immediately as she starts it. Yeah, Nightreign, she homing like beacons onto you when she does that dance. Oh. I don't know if there was a fourth. Okay, that's a three-piece. Ah. Darn. Just need to get a little more used to those attacks. She is so different than Nightreign, bro. In Nightreign, she is just a different boss. Like, they really changed up her timings. She's also, her size is just slightly different. Got backhanded. Disrespectful. Up. She goes between totally inactive Okay. That was not a good place to dodge. I kind of want to watch a how-to video. Like, we're going to get this for sure, but watching how-to videos kind of is helpful when you're doing speedrunning. Just, like, recontextualize the moves of the boss. See, that's a dreaded move right there. I tried to heal into her face. More like in her butt, but I'm like very... I don't know, I'm testing things out, folks. I'm testing out, like, what can I get away with? I was absolutely perfect against her back in the day when I would fight her. Stamina. See, like, that has a follow-up in phase 2. I'm dead. She got, like, stuck over there, and so she wasn't able to complete that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, she spins out of that. Interesting. Got her. Nice. Nice, nice. That was good. We did get greedy in a couple places, but I wonder if that's just a strat. Good kill. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right. Let's keep going. Keep it going, folks. Let's keep it going. Man, I couldn't have imagined. W, thank you, Adam. Thank you, thank you. I could not have imagined these mods. Wait, actually, I forgot. I'm supposed to have lightning grease. Not grease, resin. I keep thinking in Elden Ring terms, folks. Hold on a second. But thank you again for the W. I always appreciate that. Let me say hello to Grandma. Sorry. Let's grab some grease off you, Grandma. Here, I'll grab a bunch of these. We'll do resins as well.
Ashen 1.
Yeah. Let's equip that. There we go. Keep it moving, folks. Place the basin. Uh-oh. Wrong button. I accidentally re-resined when I was trying to heal, chat. There we go. Very nice. He had the quick response there. Okay, focus. So our character will be this strong, have this much HP. You're kidding me! She had 1 HP left! Okay, we got a little greedy there, chat. We were out of stam, but we stayed in there because I was like, We got greedy. To be honest, I did an R1 thinking it would kill her, and if I would have L1'd, it would have. Boom, got the other half. 70k runes and Radagon Sword Seal. There you go. The Radagon Sword Seal is incredible. 5 more Vig levels, 5 more stamina levels, and Dex, I think, and Strength. But be aware, Radagon Sword Seal comes at a hefty cost. You take 15% more damage, which is nothing in the early game. In the late game, Radagon Sword Seal really will cause you to take way more damage, so be careful. Cursed, tell me, Cursed. What level are you at? What level are you at? Fun fact, it's just the Prisoner's Chain from Dark Souls 3, basically. 48? Okay, you should be... There's basically no... Unless... Like, there's no world you shouldn't use Radagon's Sword Seal. At level 48, honestly, you should be using Radagon Sword Seal at least until level, like, 60. You can use it as far as 80. After 80, you shouldn't be using it. But... There's, like... It'll give you so much more health that it doesn't matter that you take more damage. Because obviously, the health you gain is so much more than that. Will do. What kind of build are you, Cursed? Are you a mage? Are you strength? Are you dex? What are we talking about? I got absolutely stagger locked. Oh, perfect. Come on! Got her. Thank you very much. Of course. There we go, folks. All of a sudden, we're getting it. Before we couldn't kill her, and now all of a sudden, it's coming together. But Curse, what are you rocking? What kind of weapon is your main? Strength, Dex. I'm gonna level whatever other attributes are ready for Eleonora's Plural Blade. So some arcane maybe. But yeah, if you're Strength, Dex, then absolutely. Radagon Sword Seal is huge for you. Absolutely. No question. Because that literally is buffing both your strength and your dex. Dex. All right, let's keep doing it, folks. Once we feel comfortable. Let's do this. That was so bad of me, chat. Will this kill me on a full bar, Embered? Oh, it will. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I was just bad timing. Yeah, I'm using dual axes, Godric Axe, and another big one. Oh, yeah. Well, then, I mean, Radagon Sword Seal is just incredible for you at this point of the game. Sorry, I was trying to think, chat. Little moment. Okay, there we go. Miss. Okay, we're fine. Didn't get hit. Come on, do the long range. I couldn't see. I could not see. My vision got completely blocked by an object behind me. Still, I mean, I'm feeling kind of okay about this. The thing I'm not feeling okay about is Soul of Cinder, but that's the last boss, so we don't care if that, like, we get stuck on it. Come on, lady. Little backhand action. How dare you? That was greedy. That was greedy again. I think I'm dead. Psych! I hate pillars. Like, you saw that shit. I was like hiding here. I was like, hopefully she can't hit me. And then once she was up to me, I was like, all right, let's see if I can dodge this from like memory from playing Nightreign. And the answer was yes, I could. But like, that was sketch. Sorry. Chat. I mean, I think we're kind of feeling good about her. We've remembered how to fight her at this point. So now it's down to Soul of Cinder, I would say. As much as I'd like to keep practicing her because she's fun, I think we got a Soul of Cinder. I'm pretty sure with Soul of Cinder down, let's take a look together, folks. So here's the guide we wrote on the speedrun. Constantly swapping to dagger dodge and Ks, always be spooking. Let's see, assassin firearms, gun deer, that we don't need practice on. We're just looking at what bosses. The Twin Princes, wait a minute. I forgot the Twin Princes existed, chat. I'm gonna be so honest. Because who are we fighting in this run? We're fighting Yorm, Twin Prince. Okay, Yorm as well. I'm looking for what bosses I need to practice. I kind of... Chat, this is so funny, but I forgot every boss except until just now. I was like, oh yeah, it's just Soul of Cinder and Dancer. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on, there's more bosses in this game, isn't there? Soul of Cinder should be the last. Twin Princes are going to be annoying. Spook to drop down, run past, kill Yorm. I think I think those are the only other bosses. I think there are no other bosses. Put this back. All right. Hold on one second. Let me take a swig of water. We'll do one Soul of Cinder run, and then we'll go into Twin Princes, folks. Drop the cap. Hold on. Dropped it again. Having a Butterfingers moment. Okay. There's the man. The unparryable machine himself. Missed. It's like one hit only. Like, I can just never get 2 hits in. Okay. The delay, folks. Here we go. What is it? Oh, magic time? That means just get up close to him and just, like, absolutely destroy. Okay. That was just me being bad. Yep. That was like a frame trap, by the way. The second I regained control of my character, the frame, he hit me. I couldn't move. That was like a frame trap, straight up. Unlucky. That's right, that's right. I'm not supposed to be doing this right now. Okay. For the first time, chat, in 7 years, let's fight the Twin Princes. Now, let me look at my notes, how I'm supposed to do that. Deacons, no. Pontiff, for the first time in forever, 7 years. I don't even remember at all, so like this is gonna be something. Aldrich. Lightning. Okay, I'm supposed to have lightning on for the Twin Princes. I happen to already have that, so that's really nice. Here we go. The Twin Princes. They are... Lorien and Lothric. Bro, they're right in the middle. That's so annoying to go over to them each time, but okay, that's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, chat. Here we are. I have not looked at these guys in 7 years.
Oh dear.
Another dogged contender. I'm gonna watch their scene because I haven't seen it in forever. Paloina.
Paloina of cinders.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing.
I mean, you're right, but the way you're going about it is wrong.
Quite enough. Now have your rest.
He's so smarmy. I forgot that that's how this starts, by the way. Excuse me. Chat, I don't remember any of his moves, so you're gonna have to give me a amount of heals. Okay. The damage isn't bad. We're definitely dead, yeah.
Marks are great, but you may rest here too, if you like.
All right, Prince Emo and his brother. Let's do it. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna take a minute before I remember like what I'm supposed to be doing here. I should max my flasks, bro. Just for the sake of testing. I was hoping I could heal through it. I'm gonna max my flasks real quick. Real quick, we are going to go max our flasks. Real quick. Healer.
Well.
Yep, you too. I mean, automatically this works for this too, right? I should have reset to first encounter, but whatever, who cares? Who cares? Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. Let's continue getting humiliated. That's a mistake. I meant to heal there, chat.
Marks are great, but you may rest here too.
Like I said, it's gonna take a minute for us to... Where is he? I don't remember any of his moves, chat. Like, any of his moves. Like, I vaguely have, like, flashes or images in my head. You know? You know what? I'm gonna put these here, just so I can remember. This is just... You know what? I shouldn't even attack him. I should honestly straight up just watch. One hit only. There is a cheese, which I kind of want to know.
marks our grave.
There is a very specific cheese that the Happy Hob uses. I know from watching him do his god runs where he goes up against the fog gate. I could maybe do that cheese. What's gonna happen? Look, see? He didn't touch me because I stayed over here. Also, I hit the wrong button. Look, because I didn't move, his teleport didn't work. Because that teleport is supposed to be, he teleports behind you. But if you don't move away from the fog gate, so you're up against it, he can't teleport behind you or he would go outside of the arena. And so that's how you stop that move. Okay, that's really good to know. I should have kept that at one hit. That's on me. Let me heal, bro. Bro's just not letting me heal. There we go. Ooh, good music. Get my stand back. How do we get out of the corner there? Okay, so that was like a Radagon move. Oh, what's this then? What's this then? That's boring. How are you today, my friend? This is the man, Lorian, and his emo brother, the twin emos. One of the final bosses of Dark Souls 3. Boring, I was hoping you'd stop by. I missed you. How are you today? Whew. You doing well, my friend? Any news? Anything? Any changes? Boring, I was many hours late today because the power kept going on and off.
Oh, dear brother.
Yeah, brother.
I'm on my way.
I'm in my way. It's like, why even fight me? Like, he's trying to stop us. He wants... I get it. They don't want to be the kings, but also he's like... They don't want anyone to be the kings. They just want it all to end. So talk to us, maybe. I don't know. I'm good. Should be asleep, but I thought I'd check in with you. How long have you been awake, Boring? Feels like you're on the schedule now, I'm going to be honest.
Is our curse.
How many hours have you been awake? And now, in phase 2, you just want to focus on this man's back. Damaging him does nothing. Hey, look! It's perfect Consort Radon! I swear, Elden Ring is just like how many Dark Souls references can we put into one game? Anyone recognize that? Oh boy. And I'm instantly dead. I have no idea how I'm supposed to dodge that. Little Elden stars. It's not about the hours, it's about getting it into a good sleep schedule. See, that is true. Almost 3 a.m., so I should be sleeping. Maybe. But have you considered who cares? That's 1. 2, have you considered what's the point of a good sleep schedule if, you know, you're not yet doing the work thing yet? Okay, good strat for the start of the fight. You know, you might as well just be on my schedule for now. That's what I say. Ow. Just for now, you know. I think it's good for you. Personally. We got a stander, folks. God, I'm getting greedy. Heal. Gonna teleport? We'll stand back. Got him. Oh my god.
This spot marks our grave, but you may rest here too.
Chat, I'm sorry I died there and I had to put the controller down. Do you hear that? I thought there was somebody behind me. It's a YouTube glitch. Just started playing a YouTube video. Hold on. Bro, I hate this. There's a YouTube glitch where if, let's say you have an idle computer and you have a YouTube video open that was paused. Let's say you paused the YouTube video while watching it 2 weeks ago. It's been open in a tab. There's a YouTube glitch which randomly it will play the video. So what just happened was very loudly, super loudly, a YouTube video just started playing in my ear. And I freaked out because it was like a man's voice. And I was like, this isn't the game. I was like, what is this? I thought, is there someone behind me? That's why I got killed, because I dropped my controller, turned around, there was no one there, and then I realized what it was. That's so annoying. Well, we got to phase 2 at least. You know, who knows if I would have gone further, but it was like the moment we got to phase 2 that happened. But folks, we got 26 people here. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, all those things. If you like, you know, speedrun, challenge run, cooking, nature, mountains, Miyazaki, all sorts of stuff. Keywords. If you like keywords, this is the stream for you. All right? This is the stream for you, folks. Put the headphones on. All right. Let's try that again, huh? Ember restored. Bow. All right, bro. There we go. All right, put them up. Put them up, put them up, put them up. Okay, that takes more than one. That's good to know. We are learning, folks. This is a learning stream. Okay, little Radagon light situation. Shocker, when the final boss is influenced by other final bosses. I'm now on the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Oh, well, that's fun, cursed. Remember, you can one-shot Draconic Tree Sentinel if you parry him. Draconic is a nice fight. I like Draconic Tree Sentinel. Draconic has a ton of haters, and I understand why, maybe deservedly. Okay, but you see what I did, chat? I wanted lightning to be basically fresh for phase 2. I know if you get behind him at the start of phase 2, he loses track of you and you can just kill him instantly. Okay. No! Wow. Gonna take us a minute to learn his phase 2 moves again, chat. As you can see, I just hit you have to hit the one behind. If you only hit the big boy prince, he just revives. Like that, these attacks I'm doing are bad. I have to hit him from behind like this. Other words, he won't die. His brother will just revive him. That is so much faster than you'd think. Here we go. Little Elden Stars moment. Oh boy. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm ready to purloin, folks. My purloin are ready. I'm gonna end up killing him. Oh no, what's this? That was the gargoyles use that move. That is a gargoyle move, chat. Just some roll spam at like even intervals. Nice. Woo! Does he take more damage in this phase? He might. He might.
Dear brother.
I assume this explodes. Yeah, it does. Thought so. See, he revives his brother, and so that's why you only want to be fighting him. Tough. No more heals. Darn, this move. This is the worst move. Absolutely. I mean, that's some Erdtree avatar situation. GG. Unfortunate. That's okay, we're learning though. We're getting farther each time. Here it comes, a little Valiant Gargoyle. Oh, you! That was cheeky.
Yes, tier 2, if you like.
That was close. If this was a newer FromSoft game, they would have another voice line there for sure. Not bad at all, though, folks. I'm not going to complain about that. That was a good little attempt. I messed up. You saw it, chat? I ran when I was supposed to stay at the start of the arena. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Purloin this, sucker. Feel the fall. Woo! That was stupid.
This spot marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
Alrighty. Chat, anyone here ever played Dark Souls 3 PvP? I forgot again. Bro, this is one of those things. It's just like when fighting Goldfree or when fighting Radon. You have to remember immediately to be going to stay put or go back. So you enter and you don't move. There. Because if you move, you get hit. He teleports behind you. Did anyone ever play Dark Souls 3 PvP in the chat? I ask because I know in Elden Ring, in PvP, if you win a match, you get a rune. And so I was wondering if Dark Souls 3, you get a Ember for winning a match. Hitless so far. That's going to change any moment. Now. Yep. Not the hardest boss, Twin Princes. I never really struggled with him. Back in the day, 7 years ago when I fought him. Heal. Lightning. There we go. Is there an order of which brother should deal first? So basically, first you kill the big guy. You have to kill the you want to kill the one on the back, because at this point the big guy is like a zombie. All right, I'll put it that way. That was bad. So the guy on the back is the actual boss at this point. So if you kill the big guy, he's just gonna keep respawning infinitely. Only the guy on his back matters. And so you'll see I try to get behind them because I need to kill him. Uh-oh. Bro, that follow-up is so cheeks. Lothric. Lothric is the guy. So he's the top bar. I got greedy, chat. That was just death. Little Elden Stars / the Erdtree Avatar move. Bro, I don't know. That was just a bad reaction, honestly. That's a lot of damage. But okay, okay. Not horrible. You know, for 7 years off, it's going well. The learning is going well. That's why we're doing this, folks. I forgot again. I forgot. I'm just resetting every time I forget, chat, because I can't allow myself to get these bad habits. I need to remember what I'm supposed to do. So, what are you supposed to do? Lightning. Enter. And then stop touching the controller. You stop touching so that, watch. Boom. Now you can fight him. Yes, you have to let him teleport before you start moving. Because if you don't, he's going to teleport behind you and kill you. At the very least, he's going to get damage off. But he shouldn't. Free damage you're just giving out. Didn't mean to do that. That was a good move on his part. You got to give it to him. We're not doing too bad, honestly. Tough. So here's where I want to get lightning on. Ah, darn it. Heal. There we go. Okay. I don't know if I should be doing that in the real fight or not, or if I'm like playing with fire. Nice. Nah. Oh, come on. Okay. I need to stay one direction. That's on me. He stun locked me. But the second he hit me with the big projectile, the rest just, I was stuck in place. I need to just move like left or right. I can't go back, you know, back and forth. All right. Lessons learned. And let go of the controller. And fight. There we go. Bro's extra movie this time. Bro's just not giving me a break. There we go. There we are. Music is very classical, like fantasy, just like, I don't know, man. I know this is gonna sound stupid, but it's just so video gamey in like the best way. I'm telling you, Dark Souls 3 music is peak. Ah, I didn't lightning up, my bad. I mean, spam, like panic rolling, if you want to call it, but spam dodging just works in this phase for that. All right, let's do this. Again, bro is just, he's like waste all of your, bro just is wasting all of my lightning. Ooh, I didn't notice that was a fire move. You don't want to be too far from him or he's going to do that long range move again, but this is not, bro. Sweet. Out of stam. Might be dead here. You saw that R1 because I'm just trying to hit him and not his brother.
This spot marks our territory, but you know us here too, if you like.
I wonder if I can set him just so I can practice phase 2. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know. I know I can do that once, but can I do that over and over again? Oh, I got some hide up around here. Oof. I want to see if I can just make him do phase 2. I'm not 100% sure. I know the practice tool, I think, lets you do that. So, how would we do it? Reset first encounter, single boss. Start in phase 2. I'm very curious how this is going to go. I have never done this before, chat. I have no idea what's about to happen using this setting. Okay. See, like that was bad, chat. Or is it? Okay, well. Where? Woo, that was all too bad. Got away with it though. Bro, I'm just missing his... I'm missing Lothric completely. Little flame trapperoo right there. Oh, again, bro. Man is not giving me a break. Very well timed move. There we go. Back to it. There we go. Finally got some hits on him. Nope. Bro is just body blocking. That's the annoying part of this boss. You end up having to defeat the boss like 8 times in a row in order to get at his brother. See, he's about to die, and then... Oh, might as well kill him. You're kidding me. Heal. Lightning up. Almost got him. We're gonna waste a heal here just to get to full. You're kidding me! I mean, he's dead if I can just kill either of them. Because if I kill his brother, the big boy, I can get him on the ground. Got him. Got him. Uh-huh. No doubt. Heyo! There we go. Now, we didn't get to test what happens if we lose when we're playing in that mode, but... That was nice. That was nice, folks. First Twin Princess killed. You see, this is what I kind of meant, chat, about, like, during the speedrun marathon, that 32-hour stream we did last week, When I said I felt kind of confident DS3 wouldn't go like the other games, that's what I meant. Like, the bosses are just a little bit, I don't know what it is, easier, it feels. They're more, it's because they're better made, right? Because obviously, and that's not disparaging Dark Souls 1 or 2. It's just that, of course, FromSoft gets better every game they put out, right? And so the bosses in Dark Souls 3 are a lot more fair. They're just better made, you know, better designed, as they should be. Every game should be better designed than the last. That's what it means to, you know, grow as artists. And so the bosses are kind of easier in a way because of that in this game. Hold on a second. Grab my water. I just finished one water bottle. I have another one out of reach. Hold on. I don't know why I put it so far out of reach. There we go. Woo. Side. I am really glad the power's not gone out again. That is really nice. Draconic Tree Sentinel is messing me up right now. Got any tips? Absolutely. Draconic Tree Sentinel is the, he's meant to be the gatekeeper of the entire game. He gatekeeps the mid game. And so he's definitely he's a lot of different checks. One, you want to be rolling in, just like every boss, essentially. But like when he does his fire, you should be rolling into him. And if he continues doing his fire attacks, you should be getting an attack off. Because fire, roll in, attack. Fire, roll in, attack. Beyond that, fighting him is the same as fighting the Tree Sentinel, you know? So you should have that down. Now, phase 2. He'll open usually with that giant lightning everywhere. Just don't stand in the middle of it. And it's pretty simple, phase 2, to be honest. It's a lot of just roll in, you know? When he does his, he pulls his arm and lightning comes from the sky. It's one of those things where it's very easy once you understand it. You know, it's just like, you know, you see him about to pull his arm, you stop what you're doing, you just move. And the second he pulls it down, you wait until that moment that his arm completely is at the lowest point, and then dodge, and it'll miss you every time. I mean, he is a simple beast, Draconic Tree Sentinel. Me personally, let's see if I can do this real quick. Let's see if I can show something off real quick. Let's see if I can show something off real quick. I maybe did that too fast, chat. No, that's fine. Cursed, if you want a tip, let me show you something. Boss arena is active but not initialized. This usually means you have loaded an existing vanilla character. You should quit out and switch a... Oh, no. I almost just bricked my game. Chat. That was an oopsie moment. I just loaded the real game in a mod. You do not want to be doing that. I almost bricked my game, folks. That was a moment. Here we go. Let me put that there. Hold on. I'm setting it up. Okay. That was the wrong button I pressed. There we go. We'll put pants on. For the fellas. Check this out. Remembrance boss? No, it's a great enemy, right? Where's Draconic Tree Sentinel? What kind of boss is it, chat? It's not bigger than any of these. Is it not a great enemy? It's not a minor boss, right? Surely not. It is. All right, Cursed, here we go. Let me show you how I fight him. Chat, let's see if your boy can get this. First try. Now, notice my character is level 0 right now. I'm level 9. I haven't upgraded my character. I'm using an unupgraded weapon. Let me show you how you do it. By the way, if you need, there are summons. There is, who is it? You can summon Trigoth, and you can summon Melina if you need. Let's see if we can get this, chat. Over here, bud. Here, boy. Here, boy. There we go. Let's see if we can get this unpracticed. We can't. Hey! We messed it up. Get out of here! Goodbye! I'm sorry. That was, we messed it up, but we still got 3 parries off there. I didn't even know you could do it from there. So just parry? No, don't do what I just did. Don't do what I just did. Cursed? Okay, don't do what I just did. Chat, that was a crime against nature, what you just saw us do. Also, by the way, how sick was that we did that first try like that? That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Do not parry him. No, I was just joking around. I was just joking around there. I mean, like, I don't know. It just... What I was showing you when joking around is, listen, if you really can't deal with him, like, then you have a way to kill him. You saw what I just did. You can just do that and first try him. You know, knock him off of the cliff if you really need to. I don't suggest doing that, though, because he is supposed to be the metric for you to get good. Like, he specifically holds off the rest of the game. If you can't take care of him, you're not gonna be able to take care of the rest of the game. How to fight him? Just... Cursed Pilot, did you fight the Tree Sentinel at the very start of the game? First boss. You leave the starting era before Santa Claus, before Kale in the church. There is the Golden Tree Sentinel. Did you fight him? That is my... You did. Okay, so he is just that... Think about how that is basically a barrier to entry of the game. He's that same thing, right? It's very samey, the 2 bosses. Like, Draconic is just be rolling into him constantly. That's the best I can say to you, is just always be rolling into Draconic. If you are constantly rolling in and you learn all the dodges, like, very close up, you're gonna have a very easy time with him. Just constantly rolling in. He attacks, you roll in. Just like that. You're always rolling in. And to be honest, you're going roll in, attack. Roll in, attack. You're doing rolling attacks against the man. A lot. You know? If you're dual wielding, boom. Now here's the thing. If you're using big strength weapons, maybe those are too slow for this. I don't know. But you have to learn your places. Also, you try to heal like this, he is going to blast you with a fireball. So when you go to heal, you have to be very smart. What you want to do if you want to completely be safe when you heal is have him just have ended an action. So when he's just ending an animation, you know, whatever animation, that's when you heal. You take your heal only when he's at the end of an action. So that way you know he can't just fireball you. Because if he's at a neutral state and you just go heal, you got a high chance he's just going to punish you with a fireball. He's going to animation read you, okay? So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, friend. Isn't that fun, chat? How we can just swap between the games like that? I really like doing that. Will this be phase 2, I wonder? I'm very curious if it's gonna remember that I was in phase 2. Find out. It did remember. Look at that. Tough. Here we go. I hate when it locks you off. Because even like in Elden Ring plus Citisax, when he's teleporting, you stay locked on, and so it's a very fair fight in that way. But this guy, he's a little unfair because he locks you off, and so he can hit you from behind, and it's just like, okay. You see how I just roll into him so much? That's what you do against Draconic Tree Sentinel constantly. That, you're just in. Sad, I've only hit the brother once. Heal, I mean lightning, not heal. There we go. That's fine. Listen, we got him down to half. Ooh, those are some good brother hits. And he's dead. He just one-taps you? Good. Good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear that. You got this. Draconic Tree Sentinel hits hard. Oh, let me ask you a question. Do me a favor. What I want you to do, and it's a different button, obviously, in Elden Ring, but it's basically the same as Dark Souls 3 Cursed. When you're between fights, what I want you to do, not when you're at a bonfire, I want you to click your settings and then go to status. In Elden Ring, it'll be a button that's like on the left side, right? It'll be, but status is there. Something like that. And I want you to tell me, what is your vigor at? Again, if you're at a bonfire, it's going to lie to you. I want to know what your effective vigor is. Let me know. Chat, I think we're getting these bosses down. I think tomorrow we're going to do this. We'll be able to do a speed run successfully. I'm kind of excited. Why am I out of resin here? Hold on a second. What? Hold on. I'm supposed to have 666 of it. Is it because it's in my, it should automatically it's because I'm not resting at a bonfire. Is my guess. Let's see. If I rest, does it refill my inventory? Yep, it does. That's how that works. Because they're in my storage. Interesting. Where are you? There we go. Try it again. All right. The classic teleport fake out. Oh, I'm dead. Heal. Oh, come on. That's my least favorite, is when you can't see he's doing that move because, like, he's doing something right behind him. We're getting good. Phase 1, we don't need to practice, obviously, because it's just this, but easier. Oh, he fell? That's funny. 684? That is definitely not right. I'm saying your level. Like, are you 20 vigor? Maybe 30? Maybe 40? Maybe 10? I mean, that's, I can already calculate pretty well, but is my heart health? I want... There we go. Sorry, bucko. See? Watch what happens. Because he died, now they both died. That's it. I just win. Even though the other brother still has health, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is kill the younger brother. That's it. 21. Wait, did you say 21? 21? Wait, 21, bro. That's low. Did you say you're level 48? You're maybe too... let me think. I think you're a little too low level to be there. I think you should be going and doing other things in the game. Why are we backstepping, chat? What buttons am I pressing right now? Hold on. Like, Draconic is easy once you, like, get good enough. But the recommended level for fighting Draconic Tree Sentinel is level 70 to 90. Yeah, fight the Magma Worm, because I want to be clear. Again, if I remember right, it's level 70 to 90. They say level 70 is the earliest you should be fighting Draconic. He should not be one-shotting you. So level 70 to level 90, I would say by the time you fight Draconic, you should have at least 30 Vig, if not 40. At least 30 Vigor, though. At least, okay? Yeah, go fight that Magma Worm. Fight a lot of other things. Explore Kaled. But Draconic is like, he's holding off the end of the game, and you are not there yet if you're at level 48. I should have immediately spotted that. That's my bad. To be honest. To be honest. Chat, we're trying out cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are the recipe we're trying out today. We have them in the refrigerator. Prepping. You want them in the refrigerator for like 8 hours, basically. And so... Oh yeah, so she gets one shot by anything. So in the real game, if you can kill her, and she'll just always respawn, right? And this is a necessary thing in the game. Because, let's see, does she respawn in the mod, or is she gone forever? Oh my gosh, this will be very funny if I broke it in the mod. Did I break it? I might have. Let's see if she's back if I quit out. But in the real game of Dark Souls 3, you can find, basically she's blind, right? You can find the eyes of like a different firekeeper. You can gift her those eyes. There she is. Hello.
I'm truly sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Knowest thou not? I cannot die, so please, the lords have led to this.
How sad.
Ashen one.
Something that you really start to learn after like playing all the Dark Souls series and getting into the lore is that the firekeepers, although cool, they are like cult followers. And so it's like, oh, they're so nice to you, but it's like there's something very wrong with them. Like this one has had her eyes plucked out, okay? In Dark Souls 1, the firekeeper has had her legs removed and her tongue removed so that she, you know, won't be tempted by the church. It's like these people are, and they're like, all they want is for you to basically continue the cycle. This one though is fascinating because she, though like that, has been basically told whatever you want is the way it'll go. So if you want at the end to just like say, you know what, I'm not doing what your life has been dedicated to, she'll be like, very well. If that's the way, like that's why Dark Souls 3, it's like the church is the weakest it's ever been. The world is ready to finally change. And it is the best end to this series you can imagine, man. Gotcha. Anyway, now what do you do? What happens if you attack Andre in this? Does Andre fight you in Dark Souls 3 if you attack him? In Dark Souls 1, you can just, if you like attack him, he'll put up his you know, he'll put up. Like he will be there, bro. He will fight. So I feel like I'm fine against the Twin Princes. I feel like I'm fine against Dancer. That leaves one boss, which we haven't won against once. God help us. Cinder. Final boss. And unfortunately, there's no buffs to use against him. It's just be good. He is the only one I'm struggling against. Now, he matters the least because it doesn't matter if I struggle against him. Because even if he takes a whole bunch of time, it isn't soul crushing because it's the end of the run. I'm playing horribly, chat. Hold on. Bro is so aggressive. All right. Like, what we learned today is Dancer, Pontiff. Well, Pontiff is just free because you parry him. It's more like Dancer and Twin Princes really reward if you are aggressive. If you're aggressive, it's really good. This guy does not. If you're aggressive, you die. And you can't parry him. He is literally unparryable. Which is wild given all of his moves are extremely, they look parryable. If the player did those moves, they would be parryable. But a lot of his moves are straight taken from Gwyn and from Dark Souls 1. And they're parryable in Dark Souls 1, right? And also Dark Souls 2, like at the end. It's like, they just made him not parryable because I think they got so offended by people cheesing Gwyn. Bro, look at this, man. End of time. It's really, this is like outside of time, this area. The end of an era. I think that's Firelink up there. You know what? I've never noticed that you can see Firelink from up here. Sick, that is Firelink. And then the DLC is so this is the end, like you're outside of space-time. And then the DLC is just straight up the end of all time. Also, remember to ember each time. Because once we come to this guy, we'll have just beaten the Twin Princes. And so we'll always be embered. At least the first try, that is, because I assume we're not first trying this boss. It's funny, I always never struggled with this guy. So this right here is the most I've ever struggled with him. I mean, it's been 7 years, right, since we played against him. But even... I don't remember. Then again, you know, rose-tinted glasses, I don't know. I don't remember at all how many tries it took me the very first time I fought him. It you know, I don't think it was for one. No stagger. Oh, carrying greatsword. That's cool. So for the magic phase, it's just, you just get up against him, basically. Like, this is actually the dream, is that he goes magic. Okay. He's using the magma blade. Our Elden Ring weapon. Get out of there. Listen to that music, chat. That music changed. Cling claw on time. I mean, it's so incredible how they timed the music change to phase 2, and it just gets so good. But unfortunately, we died too quick to hear it. But that's my first time seeing phase 2 in 7 years, chat. 7 years I haven't seen phase 2. I mean, I've seen other people, obviously I've seen other people play, and I've seen them get to phase 2. But I mean, that's the first time I have gotten to phase 2 in 7 years, you know? Oh, let me take a moment here. Whew, not too bad, folks. Computer here to the side. How long do we want to go? Again, we started hours late today. Hours late. It's funny that you can summon this guy. Isn't there another summon? You can summon this guy, and then... That's right, and you're in Best Girl. And the Pale Shade, you know, for the dark ending. Bro, this game has the best endings. So basically the dream is for him to go into magic phase. That's what I'm realizing. All right, we need to not be greedy and do that. Yay. Yay. That was a little Artorias-like how he slammed me. All right, well, stop being greedy and running and attacking. That only works like 10% of the time. It's just not worth it. I love consumables that you can use while walking. Like the Ember, being able to use that while walking is so nice, man. It just feels good. There you go, see? Save. He says. Buffered roll. Now, obviously, we're not ever going to have this many heals. We only have like 6 in total. And they do a lot less in the real fight. For practice, this is fine. Roll attacks are so important in these games. Ooh. Oh no, that's bad. That's curved sword. Scary. Bro just poison misted. Yeah, curved sword is the hardest of the things he can pull out, if I remember. Anything else is not as hard, but the curved sword, that's the one where he is most aggressive. You like that? Look at that, those flips. Oh god, he buffed. Okay, he gets a lot of distance on us. There we go. Now he did his, what is this? Not his lance. What would you call this? I forget what this phase is called, but this is the one where he has like, it's the longest. It's like a spear. Spear, that's it. It's like a spear sword. Okay, but he's buffed, that's right. I need to maybe wait out his buff here. And then if he changes to magic, I can just, there, his buff is gone. Okay, he just punishes so much, bro. And he gets so much distance. He's a big boy. Oh yeah, Morgott does that move. That's right. Morgott does the thrust like that. Morgott does that where he summons the giant tree spear. And he just pokes you. Gives you a good old poke. That move has killed me in Nightreign too many times. Hello. How are you? Good to see you again. One. Some of his delays are so tough. Please don't. There we go. Don't be afraid to run away from him, basically, and reset. Nope. I was just not quick with my reaction time there. That's what happened. It's like sometimes he's just the delays, man. Dark Souls 3, they really learned. They were like, oh, delays really make things harder and more challenging. You have to learn more. There we go. You're kidding me that that hit me, though. You're kidding me that that hit me, though. You're kidding me that I got stun locked and then perfect comboed. That was a true combo, chat. The second I was on the ground, there was nothing I could do. He got me. I mean, I don't know. That's definitely not the definition of a true combo, but that's, you know, the definition of a frame trap. Oh, I pressed the button. There we go. I just love, there's something like, I love embers. I mean, embers are just humanity, right? It's exactly the same thing. Both heal you to full. And it's the same mechanic, except humanities do more for you. They give you defense. Embers give you, like, the Great Rune, where they give you more health and stats. Like, being embered is just like your ultimate state. And Dark Souls 3 does the system best, right? Because whenever you kill a boss, it embers you. It's something a lot of people were confused with why Elden Ring didn't use the Dark Souls 3 system. Because in Elden Ring, you don't get a rune arc for beating a boss, and it's kind of not answered why. Like, why did they abandon that system? Alright, I'm just gonna run. Does that work? Oh, he is much faster than me. He emotes, he poisons. Flash. Oh, that wasn't. I thought it was Flash Sweat. He was throwing a fireball. Get away from me, bro, with your super fast weapon. Change weapon. Go magic. I don't know if this is a viable strategy, what I'm doing right now. And again, you cannot parry him. But he can parry you. When he uses the curve sword, he can parry. Okay, that's wild that hit me. And then this has so much range. There we go. I think I missed an input there. Well, so many grabs, dog. I mean, it's fair, right? There we go. There we go. Come on. Yes. That's what I wanted to see. I can't believe that hit me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me! I had him. I had him, I had him, I had him. I had him. I had him. I had him, chat. I had him. My name is Adam. I am Adam. I had him. Oh, oh. One. Two, three, get hit. Yep, I knew that I needed to just do two. Yep. All right, let's get out of there. Give it to me. Ah, it's his face. Come on, bro. One. The Flippy Ring from Dark Souls 1. And now we want to evade him. So this is just an unhinged buff. You wish Golden Vow was this strong. This is Flame grant me strength before Flame granted me strength. I'll tell you that much. He yells to the clouds, Flame, grant me strength. And then he's 15x stronger than you. Come on, bro. Change. There we go. You're gonna spam that? I mean, to be fair, you should be spamming that. What? Okay. So that was the reason I said what in the intonation I did. It's because I was on a... when you're hugging him, his long-range spells shouldn't hit you. They should just pass you. But because I was on an elevated... I was on a cliff. I was above him. And because I was raised, my character, it allowed his spell to just go right into my face. So I said, what? Because that was just very unexpected. Still a big boy. Still a big boy. Who in chat has been called big boy before? I have many times in my life. In many different contexts. I don't think I've ever been called big boy in a bad context. But, you know, I'm built like a silverback gorilla, right? Like a linebacker. I'm a thick boy. Even when I'm skinny, I'm big, you know? I got wide shoulders, big chest. Runs in the family, right? And so, I have many times been called big boy. Hey, big boy. You know, by football coaches, by girlfriends, and I mean that like in like a, that's a very, I know that sounds weird, but it's not weird. I didn't mean that in a weird way at all. I promise you. I swear there was no innuendo. It's just that in a lot of Asian countries, because English is not first language and a lot of people don't know English, but like things like that, so very simple phrases. So because I've lived in Asia for so much of my life, that is something I've heard many times from people, you know? Like I have checked into a hotel and the guy behind the counter goes, "Oh, big boy," you know? And they mean that with love. They're like, "Wow, look at this behemoth of a man," you know? Big man is good. You know, big man is more American. Sup, big man? You know, I haven't called it all. Oh, we got the stagger. Ah, oh, annoying. But we gotta learn it. I only really should be running from the curved sword phase. Bro is just memeing me. I really want to get to the more center of the arena, so as you can see, we're not so elevated, so we get memed again. One. That's a double spin. I gotta... Forced me. Guy used force. What is it? Oh, gosh. Has anyone ever been hit by that fireball before, I wonder? Probably me 7 years ago, and I just don't remember. Bro, the curved sword moveset is so broken. And they just ported this directly into Elden Ring, too. Like, if you... There's just, like, literal curved swords that do exactly this in Elden Ring that you can use. I'm sure people do this, but play this guy in Elden Ring. It's a shame we don't have the flippy ring in Elden Ring. Do we? We don't have it, right? Oh, no. He has to be buffed for this phase. I misread that. I thought that was a long-range spell. Sorry, folks in chat. Oh, Lord. Oh, bro just used... Not flame catch me. What is that? Oh, flame? Catch flame. That's it. Bro catch flamed me. And he still has his magic up. There we go. Got rid of it. Almost got him, chat. I'm sorry, what? Where did those come from? That's a... Okay, that was a bug, straight up. He resummoned his magic in the curved sword phase, right? That was a bug, right? Or did I miss something? As you can see. Yeah. Way harder. Oh, of course. What is it? Oh, I couldn't have been magic again. 1, 2. 1, 2, and dead. Okay, so I was just making sure he was dead. Here it comes. Get ready, chat. I'm running away so we can get the music more. Plin, plin, plon. Oh. He killed me so fast. Oh. I should have run more so we could hear more of his beautiful music. That's a shame. Well, second time getting to phase 2, though. Okay, you know what? Or was that the third? I don't know. Who knows, chat? Who's paying attention? Not me. I'm so bad at that move, chat. Ooh. I cannot wait. I was thinking about this in bed last night, chat. I cannot wait for the next FromSoft main game. Like, Nightreign was fantastic, sure, but I mean main game. Like a real, their next Dark Souls, their next Elden Ring, right? And I hope it's not just an, you know, like, because they have Duskblood, but that's not a main game. Thank God. Imagine if a main game was another Bloodborne situation. Stuck on Switch. But like, I was thinking, you know what I really want? Beat Magma Worm? Nice. You see, that's more your speed. And you got the Moonveil Katana for it, didn't you? No, well, hold on. Which Magma Worm did you beat? Makar? Or the one called just Magma Worm? What was your reward for beating it? The Scale Sword? Or was it the Moonveil Katana? Which one? Tell me, Cursed. What did you get? If you don't know what you got, you can check your inventory and look at your most recent item that you got. Moonveil, nice. And there's a little path there that goes back to Limgrave, a little secret path you'll notice now. Yeah, so fun fact, I think Sadix is the one here, but somebody here is like their favorite weapon is the Moonveil. The Moonveil is a very cool weapon. Fun fact, on release of Elden Ring, Moonveil was one of the strongest things in the game. And so as a result, they nerfed Moonveil into the ground, so it is much worse now. But people still use it because they love it. They just remember it. And it has a great moveset, which is just the Unsheathed moveset. So where do you go now? It's hard for me to say that without knowing where you've been. Like, have you done Dragon Burrow? Have you done Radon? You see what I mean that misses you, chat? So I can't know, like, Curse, did you finish Caelid as a whole? Did you do the castle, Redmane Castle, in the big major castle in Caelid? No? Well, then you got a lot of ground to cover, my friend. Because you have to do the big castle in Caelid. That is next. You have Radon. Oh my gosh, yeah, you've been to Altus because you were fighting Draconic. So that means Radon, one of the main things in the whole game, is waiting for you. A lot of people's favorite boss in the entire game is right here. That is so hard to dodge. Holy smokes, bro. Oh, I was hoping that was fire. Okay. I hope. Woo, almost got me. We're close, chat. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm dead. What was I stuck against there? Could be out of flasks. It is so hard to time that. Yep. It is so hard to time that. I also struggle against that when Morgoth does it in Elden Ring. I'm excited for you, Cursed. Radon time is a fun time. The festival is a really special thing. One of the coolest things for sure that FromSoft has made. And you got it ahead of you, man. I need to get some more plinths on before I end this stream, chat. I need to get to phase 2 again. In the speed run that we do, which I think we'll do tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow, I think, is our first full speed run of Dark Souls 3, everyone. I think when we get to him, we'll call time. Beautiful. And then we'll see how much long... Oh, okay. How much longer after to him. Okay, that sometimes hits me, and then other times it doesn't. Very good. Heal. Oh no. So we're getting better though. We are getting better. See that? Like the improvement. This arena, man. There we go. Get out of there. No! Does that kill me on... Oh, it doesn't. Okay, I was about to say if that was gonna full kill me. You're kidding, dude. That's so lame. I needed to roll in. That's on me. I needed to roll in. I mean, this guy is just get good time. That's all it is. Dead. Alive. I didn't, that roll in was buffered from before. He has given me just unhappy RNG here. Like, look, he's just giving me the every delay move he has. I mean, it's helping. It lets me at least heal. Ow. Need a switch? Not yet. Need a couple more hits. Here it comes. Oh, why couldn't it be magic? Woo! Spicy meatball. Come on, baby. Then we run away. Heal. Alright. Come on, bud. 1, 2. Get our stamina back. Force. 1, 2. We'll hit him. Out of stamina, though. A lot of his moveset with the lance is just get behind him. Like, come on, dude. Is he gonna? He's healing. Chat, he's healing. 1, 2. Bro, he's healing. How long is this gonna last? I don't even remember this move from 7 years ago. It makes sense that he has it though. Heal. Like, he is healing a lot, chat. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna run away, folks. You know why? It's Plin Pon time, chat. Plin Pon. That's beautiful music. Quailag moves, bro. Don't walk off, bro. Come on. Listen to that music. It's just so beautiful, man. It just, the music pulls out and becomes this. Listen to that. The violin comes in. It's like, this is it. This is the end of Dark Souls, right? The trilogy is over. The story comes to an end. You fight yourself in the past games. Finally, you get to end this horrible cycle. Lots of grab. Is that? Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, that was incredible. Folks. That's a little 3-hour stream. Short, to the point. Sorry about that short stream. We would have started stream about 3 hours earlier, but the power was out. So we had the power on, off, all day long. And so we started stream way late. And it's funny because for those in the Discord, join the Discord if you haven't for notifications so you would have known why we were late. But I posted in the Discord, the power's out. Don't think I'll be able to stream today. And then the power came back like literally 1 minute after that, without exaggeration. It's almost like I summoned it to come back. Whee! You know, but it's whenever I complain. Finally, that's when things happen, folks. Oh, my friends, that was a good stream because, you know, in that short time, we managed to get Dancer down, Pontiff down. We confirmed we have Abyss Watchers and Aldrich down. Twin Princes down. We didn't practice Yorm, but do I need to practice Yorm, chat? Like, straight up, surely I don't need to practice Yorm, right? I mean, what do we think? Like, maybe I should be practicing Yorm, let's be honest. I don't know. I feel like I don't need to practice Yorm, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, maybe in the speedrun, which we're gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna really regret that. But tomorrow, my intent is to get on stream and go right into a speedrun. I think we have gathered the knowledge. We've put together a guide. I think we're good enough that we can do a full speedrun, chat. So, catch us tomorrow. You see, this is the curved sword move that he does that is so hard to dodge. It's pretty, but it's god-awful. Except when he does it, because he's a giant. Anyway, folks, thank you all for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Join the Discord, like, subscribe, follow the stream. If you have any questions about FromSoft games or you just want to talk, hit me up on Discord. Peace, peace, peace. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. I'm Doltron Dan, and goodbye.